Flex United stand, we've won by 1-0 against Bournemouth. What do you make of that?
Enough. It's cold, it's December, it's what we need. It's a bounce back from the derby. It's a victory, it's 3 points.
Do you think there was a bit of derby day blues in there? It was really flat, really quiet, few empty seats, not a good start.
Absolutely. We shouldn't lose a derby. Should never lose a derby. That's what Jose needs to look back on and assess. Each to their own, but quite frankly, we've won the game, we move on. It's December, second in the league. I'll take that.
You seem very optimistic, and that's good. I mean, it's hard not to talk about the derby, but there was a lot of flat fans around and a lot of discontent. But you seem optimistic. You seem like, we can kick on and maybe achieve something out of the season.
Game's over, we move on. We're not letting those dirty blues have a moment. 1-0, we move on. Victory, off we go.
Luke Shaw today looked pretty good to me. 80 minutes under his belt. What do you make of him?
Deserves everything he can get. That boy, we write him off at our peril. Quality little young player, done his job, like it.
Yeah. Bournemouth had a lot of chances today. David Hay was a busy man, wasn't he? He was a busy man. What do you put that down to?
Poor defence, best goalkeeper in the world.
Where would we be about David Hay?
Doesn't matter. We've always had world-class players. We've got the best goalkeeper in the world. All we need to do is build on that. We've got the best defence in the world. We'll build on from that. We will be, again, the best football team in the world.
Talking about moving forward, Sevilla, we got in the Champions League. Two legs.
Hotel booked, flight booked. Really looking forward to it. Can't wait. Champions League is our trophy.
Realistically, do you think how far do you think we can go in that?
You're going to back against Jose? Why would you back against Jose? You did it last year with the Europa League, wrote off the league. I don't think we're going to catch City. I really don't think we're going to catch City.
It's a big gap, isn't it?
It is a big gap. We all love a big gap. we all live with a gap. But we're not going to close that gap. But what we can do, win the FA Cup, win the Carling Cup, Carabao Cup, and we can win the Champions League.
So the treble's on.
Treble's on. Perfect treble. 99 all over again.
I've got to watch this before you go. Who's your man of the match today?
Man of the match today. That's harsh. It really is tough, that. I'm going to go Valencia.
Valencia. I've got one more question for you, actually. Lukaku. Can't believe I didn't ask you this. A lot of pressure on him. A lot of slack he's been getting. Got his goal today, the winning goal. Didn't celebrate.
The boy works like a demon. He works like a demon. Let's look back on this. We've got Andy Cole, we've got Dwight York, we've got Ruud van Nistelrooy. We've never had the top scorer in the Premier League. What we have is the best team in the Premier League. It's not about individual efforts, it's about the team goal. We'll do this, we'll close City down, we'll win this league.
Thanks very much for talking to us, man. Cheers, thank you. Flex United stand, won by 1-0. Cagey affair against Bournemouth. We have a fan all the way from South Africa, first time at Old Trafford. What do you make of it?
I'm a bit disappointed with the attacking intent, especially on the counter. But I mean, Lukaku got his goal. Glad to see that. But concerning how much we miss Pogba, that's what I think. But midfield looked solid, looked tight. A little bit of a lack on the creative side, but got the win. 3 points in the bag. Happy.
Lukaku got his goal today. There was a lot of people on his back on Sunday. He got his goal today, which was the winning goal. What did you make of his performance?
Look, a lot better than against City. We can both agree on that. Great header, great finish, perfect cross from Mata. Job well done.
Who was your man of the match today? Because Luke Shaw played well today. Scott McTominay played okay today. Mata played well. Who was your man of the match?
I like Luke Shaw today. He's my boy. I'm glad he's been given a chance. Good to see. As much as I've been happy with Ashley Young, it's time Luke Shaw steps up to the plate.
Do you think we should stick with Luke Shaw? We've seen he's put in 2 good performances. There's talk of Danny Rose maybe coming in. You think Luke Shaw, some of the performances?
Rose is needed if Shaw's going to play. If he plays like that every game, we don't need another left back. That just shows what quality we have at the full back department, hey? And the left back. I mean, we've been playing Ashley Young, Daley Blind, Damian. Ashley Young's been great, but Damian and Blind just not good enough for me, eh? Shaw's world class performance, world class.
After the derby day, it was a dark place around here. A lot of angry fans. Yeah. Do you think that we can go on to achieve something this season? If it's not the league, then something else. Do you think there's still success to be had this year?
Look, I mean, currently, if you're going to set the bar at Man City, I think everyone should be disappointed. But Look, we definitely solidly second, comfortably second. I think at worst second, you know. It's all about how City do now until the end, eh? 4-0 tonight.
Oh, they won 4-0. I didn't see it, so yeah, there you go.
Bastards.
Champions League, we've got Sevilla.
Champions League feeling good, eh? I feel like we can really take something out of that. Semi-finals would be an achievement for me. Happy with that.
Well, safe flight back to South Africa, man. Thanks for coming on. Cheers. Flexion outstanding, won by 1-0 Cage affair against Bournemouth here with Ben. What's your thoughts?
What can I say? Just like it was against Brighton, pretty boring to be honest. How can you play at home to not going to be honest, a team that was in League One a few years ago, and it's very difficult to have words. You're 1-0 up, you'd expect United to go on and win 2-3, 4-0, and you want to be on the edge of your seat, but you're there celebrating.
Waste of money.
Exactly. you're there with De Gea catching the ball, and he's there laying on it, and we're celebrating him wasting time. I mean, what are we? A Stoke City, a West Bromwich Albion.
What was that down to? Why did De Gea have so many saves to make? Why did we not put Bournemouth under the cosh? What was that down to?
Because what is Man United's identity anymore? If you look at the club and you look back 10 years ago, we used to be a force to be reckoned with. Now we're a joke. And it's not just Moyes, it's not just Van Gaal, it's to do with the players that want to really play anymore. It's more to do with the money and how much they earn. And to be honest with you, the only players that actually stood out tonight were McTominay in the second half and Phil Jones. I mean, De Gea is standard.
Thomas should have fucking won that.
Exactly. McTominay is the only player that actually deserved to wear the United shirt tonight, to be honest. That's the only good thing you can look at that.
What did you make of Luke Shaw today?
Yeah, obviously he's coming back from a very, very difficult injury, so it's very hard to actually say too much about him. But it's positive. I mean, he's got a good rival for Luke Shaw is a good rival for Ashley Young now. So, but he's still young. He's still got time, and hopefully he's got a future at the club.
Moving forward, it's a big gap. City got 11 points on us. They've won again tonight. Big gap.
Yeah, but you look back to 2012, and we had 3 games left and 8 points, and we threw that away. I mean, I don't know if they're going to be at Tottenham this year because they do look very good, but they're winning 4-0 away from home. We can barely beat Bournemouth at home. It
wasn't good. I mean, we were hanging on at times in that game, and it was like we were trying to see the game out. We wanted that second goal. The second goal didn't come. They brought on Defoe. Defoe looked lively. I think he hit the post, didn't he?
Well, all I can say is it's actually this season particularly, I'm falling out of love with football. To be honest, it's actually a disgrace
because of the way we're performing and because of what we're doing.
It's not like most United fans, yeah. Regardless of whether you come here week in, week out, regardless of whether you come here as a holiday, it's a joke. You want to be here. You want to. Exactly. And Mourinho relies on winning 4-0 in the last 10 minutes of games. If you're not going to seal out the game, what's the point? If you're winning 1-0,
hours to watch this, and we're winning 1-0. We should be winning 4-0.
But on the flip side of that, we're not always going to get a 4-0. Is it not just the best thing to grind out a result like that and get the 3 points and on we go?
At the end of the day, it is, yeah. But you do want to see.
We want to be spoiled, don't we? It's the Old Trafford.
You do want to see more at Old Trafford, the fear of dreams.
Is it just that though? Because it's all about actually being exciting. This is meant to be entertainment, yeah. If you're fucking winning, but you're winning 1-0, is that entertainment? Are you telling me when you're scraping a 1-0 and you're holding on for 80 minutes of a game? Is that entertainment? Is that what wants to make the fans come back? I mean, to be honest with you, it's always going to have interest from abroad, but it's the people that actually come to the games and actually support the players that are actually worth talking about. And if without the fans, what is the club? What is its identity?
How do we fix it? How do we get that identity back? It's a big thing, yes, when Sir Alex gone. We know that. We don't want to keep talking about it, but since you brought up the identity thing, how do we get it back? And is Jose the right man to bring it back? So is Jose the right man to bring the identity back?
Yeah, I think so, but there is a problem in the team and he needs to fix it. I don't know what it is. A bit.
I tend to disagree with Mourinho being the right guy, because Mourinho, as much as we like to discuss about it, he's supposed to be passing football, but he's very slow, and that's not what United's about. You want someone a bit like Pep Guardiola, someone that's actually got more of an attacking force behind them. Someone like Eddie Howe's a very good young manager. You want someone that actually. I mean, Mourinho's done it at Chelsea. He's done it at Real Madrid. It's not great to watch. I mean, you may get the results, but you look back on this in 10 years' time, you may be successful, but is that really what you want? Success is measured by how good you were and also by how well you played. And that's what City have. And we're always going to be lacking as long as City have that and we don't.
Well, thank you very much for talking to us, man. Thanks for your really honest views. And you, man. Cheers. United stand won by 1-0. I'm here with Ryan. What'd you make of it, man?
It wasn't the best performance, but 3 points on the board. Just keep on going, innit? Get closer to guaranteeing Champions League. That's what our objective should be this season.
Is that our new objective now? You know, because we're so far behind City, is it about just kind of trying to stay in that top 4, finish as high as we possibly can, and see where we get to?
I don't really think we should have been aiming for the title this year. After 6th, jumping to 1st, it's a massive step. I think if we finish 2nd this year, a massive improvement that's moving up a lot of places, isn't it, up the table. When up to Man City finished 3rd last year, so that's a more realistic aim, especially after they just splashed all the cash in the window.
It's interesting you say that. You're one of the first people to actually say, you know, it is a big jump going from 6th to 1st, but I think a lot of us just wanted to see a title challenge, and it's like the title challenge is over and it's only December.
I don't think it's over. Under Fergie, would everyone say it's over now? No. Everyone would still believe. Why have Man United lost the belief of believing until the end now? Why don't we believe that we can still win the league?
Where's that come? Does that come from the last sort of 3 to 4 years? We've had different managers, we've had inconsistent results, inconsistent finishes. Is that why the belief has gone? Why? Like you're saying, why is that belief not there?
Don't know. Maybe David Moyes, Van Gaal, maybe they wrecked it, took it all away.
Can Mourinho restore it? Can you get it back?
I'm not sure.
On today's game, who was a standout performer for you today? Who performed well?
Luke Shaw. He proved that we definitely got a good left back. Not his biggest fan, but he played well today. There we go.
Lukaku got his goal today. Didn't celebrate. Looked a little bit frustrated.
I think everyone should just back Lukaku and get behind him. He's a proven Premier League goal scorer, and he will start to score against the big teams if you just give him the time. Just give him the time. He's going to get the goals. One shot against Man City. That's not a service, is it really? Morata, one shot, he wouldn't score. Lacazette probably wouldn't score. Unless you're Messi or Ronaldo, you're not going to score with your one shot. You can't really blame him for that. He's trying to get the flick-ons. No one's around him. He's trying his hardest. Just cut him a bit of slack. Look how good he started off. Everyone hits their bad patch. Scored again today. Earned us another 3 points, just like at Southampton. That's 6 points there, what he earned in 1-0s. I think that's 6 points better than they would have been 0-0s last year.
And you know what, you go back to that because a lot of games last year, these are the games we were drawing, these are the games we wasn't seeing out, we wouldn't actually see it happening. So it is kind of progress, isn't it?
Yeah, it's progress. And I think 1 or 2 more players, Mesut Ozil or Griezmann, one of them in.
Do you think we need to go and get one of them? Well, it might be hard to get them in January, but do you think we need to try and get someone in January, or to see it out to the end of the season and then try and bring in like that, those kind of players?
Leon Goretzka from Schalke and Mesut Ozil. Leon Goretzka for when Pogba gets injured, comes in, rotates, bit of a box-to-box player, and Mesut Ozil, number 10 for creativity. Because I don't think I like Mkhitaryan, but I just don't think he's really been up there.
Do you think he's done? Do you think he's going to end up leaving at the end of the season?
I'd like to keep him for a squad player, but I don't. Maybe he's not a first team player.
Yeah, well, listen, man. Thanks very much for talking to us, man. Safe travels home, yeah.
Time.
All right, thank you, man. Cheers. Flexion United stand 1-0 against Bournemouth. I'm here with Patrick. What do you make of that today?
Not the best performance. Really bad, I think.
What was it down to? I mean, Bournemouth frustrated us. David De Gea was the busier of the 2 keepers. What went wrong?
I don't know. We aren't playing really nice football like Liverpool right now. So I don't know where's the mistake. Maybe Mourinho's tactics. I don't know.
It's really flat here from Derby Day because we lost against Manchester City.
Yes.
You know, a lot of angry fans. Lukaku was one of the players who was talked about a lot. He got his goal today, ended up being the winner. He didn't celebrate. Do you think he's frustrated? Do you think that was a little bit of relief? What do you make on that?
Well, I think maybe he's frustrated, but I think he's frustrated about his performances. But today we played really well on the standards today. It wasn't
It wasn't a steady performance, was it? I mean, we played well in patches, then we let Bournemouth into the game, then we played well in more patches, then we let them back into the game. So on a different day, it could have gone a different way, the result, couldn't it?
Well, maybe, but our attacks were really slow. I don't know why they were slowing.
What did you make of Luke Shaw today?
Luke
Shaw, yeah.
Really great performance from him, and I am happy that he's back from injury. And last times when he comes up, he played really well.
Does he have a future at Manchester United? Can you see him staying and maybe starting to stake a claim in the team now?
I think that he has a future in United.
Well, thank you very much for talking to us, man. Take care.
Thank you.
See you soon. Take care. Flex United stand, we've won by 1-0. I'm here with Tommy. He's come all the way from Norway. What'd you make of it today?
To be honest, all Norwegian supporters, we are not happy with the situation. You hear 5 minutes before end, they said attack, attack, attack. It's to be honest, the 3 points warm me in this cold weather, but the performance, in my opinion, is very bad.
Why do you think the performance was bad? Is it to do with the fact, obviously Sunday was a terrible result, there was a lot of empty seats, Old Trafford was very quiet. Was there a little bit of that, or do you think it's just we're in a bit of bad form at the moment?
I feel it's very. The atmosphere is not the same in Old Trafford as for 10 years back. To be honest, I travel a lot in the world because my work is in the oil industry. So I'm watching football in Brazil, and it thinks that it's another situation. But to be honest, I cannot understand why Mkhitaryan is not on the bench, in the squad.
Well, before he was out of the team, he wasn't playing too well, but he has been out the squad for quite a long time now. Is it a bit worrying for him? Can you see his days are numbered maybe?
It's class difference between him and, for example, many others on the pitch today. But we have De Gea. In my opinion, he saved maybe 2 points for us today.
That's the story of De Gea, isn't it? I mean, how many points does he save us a season?
Yeah. No, it's if they don't have him, we maybe be down 6 on the table. So. This is not the United I want to see. We have. So, but to be honest, I love this club. This is my son, and he will do the same for his next 70 years. But I'm not happy with Mourinho.
What does he need to do to change it? Can he change it? How do we get out of this? I mean, you're not the first fan today to say we've lost our identity. You're not happy with the way the club's going. What is our identity? Can he fix it? Is Mourinho the right man to fix that?
I think so, but the first thing you have to do is to get a smile on his face. He have the job. Everybody who likes football in the whole world wants his job. It must be a dream, but he look like he's not happy with the situation. We hear he live in a hotel, and maybe he's miss his wife too much. I don't fucking know, but no smiling. We speak about before game. Somebody say Van Gaal was better. Because he have some jokes and a press conference and things. Everything is so serious. It looks so boring. He looks tired. And
I think he's feeling the pressure a bit because the fans are kind of. He had a little argument with the fans earlier on, saying about they shouldn't criticise the players. Do you think he's feeling the pressure?
He have his ego. He will know he's not feeling pressure because. But when I saw Alex Ferguson come out there in the half-time interview with the old man there, I miss him so much. To be honest, yeah, I do.
In terms of performances today, players, it wasn't the best team performance, but in terms of individuals, who stood out?
I think Matic. He is a key player in this match today. That's why we and Jones, he's back. He played well, I think. And De Gea, of course, man of the match, as usual. Yeah.
Lukaku got his goal today.
Yeah,
didn't celebrate, kind of just shrugged his shoulders as if to say, I don't know, maybe you guys have been getting on my back recently, here's what I can do. Do you think he's feeling the pressure a little bit? Do you think he's been a little bit upset with the criticism so far?
No, I think okay, of course it he feel the pressure, of course, but
yeah, man.
That's what I like. United! Lukaku!
Do you know what? You lot are really excited considering we played a little bit dodgy today, but that's good. That's good. That's good.
Lukaku, you're coming back for the top scorer, the golden boot.
Yeah, he didn't celebrate. He didn't celebrate today. Like, do you think? Why?
I got a message for all the Liverpool scums. They're all talking shit, but they drew 0-0. They ain't catching us. They're scraping top 4.
Manchester's red.
Manchester. That's the best thing with the evening for me, and it's Liverpool play 0-0. It's fantastic, yeah.
I didn't know that was their score today, actually.
0-0, and Arsenal 0-0 too.
Oh, Arsenal 0-0 also.
And City won 4-0 against one, but they are another class.
So I can't feel that changes things actually. A few results have gone our way, but I think after the derby day was such a low feeling around here. So many angry fans, so many people upset. Can we get some success out of this season?
Not in the Premier League. It's gone. But I'm a little bit in Champions League too, because it's over 2 games and we score not goals enough to win over 2 games. If we win 1-0 home at Sevilla, for example, and we lose there maybe 1 or 2, no, it's not good enough.
Sevilla over 2 legs, you think we'll be okay?
No, I don't think so. I'm afraid they're good players, attacking. So Mourinho maybe win 1-0 home, go for 0-0 away, and then
park the bus, yeah.
Park the bus. Yeah. No.
Listen, thank you very much for talking to us, and a safe trip back, man. How's it going, guys? We've won by 1-0 today. These are my player ratings. I want to see what you guys think. So remember, as always, do drop your comments in the boxes below. David De Gea, very, very busy man today. Didn't expect him to be as busy as he was, if you ask me. I'm going to give De Gea an 8 today. I think he played very well. He made some good saves, as he always does. Kept us in the game. So I'm going to go for an 8 there. Valencia, I thought he was pretty good today. I'm going to give him a 7. He doesn't often get much less than that, to be honest. You know what you're getting with Valencia. Chris Smalling, there was moments of the games where he wasn't amazing, but he was steady. I'm going to give Smalling a 6.5. It was good to see Jones back off injury today. I thought he was really good today. I'm going to give him, I'd like to give him an 8 actually. I think there was a good few interceptions that he had to make, a good few you know, defensive headers he had to make to clear the ball and eradicate the danger for us. So yeah, he gets my vote there for an 8. Left back, Luke Shaw, really, really good to see him today. Really, really good to see him. I thought he played really well. He went forward when he could. He played the ball forward where he could. He won his tackles, and he didn't make any mistakes that I can remember. So I'm going to give Luke Shaw an 8.5 today, and he's actually my man of the match. It could have been De Gea, but I'm going to give it to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw was absolutely phenomenal today, and I think there's a little bit of a murmur now that he might be able to gather some momentum and start pushing Ashley Young for that left back spot, and hopefully after into the new year he can start getting some more games and cement that position, because you know I'd like to see him stay. I have been part of his biggest critics, but he showed it today and he's played well. Into midfield, Scott McTominay with a game in there. I thought he played pretty well today. I'm going to give him a 6.5. Be interesting to see what you guys think. He had a good few interceptions. He tried to play the ball forward where he could. Yes, he didn't have any defence splitting passes, and sometimes he gave the ball away the odd time. But no, overall, I'm going to give him a 6.5. Could have been a 7, but I'm going to give him a 6.5. Matic today, fairly solid, to be honest with you. That's what Matic does, isn't it? I mean, we know the guy's been playing consistent 7s and 8s all year. He wasn't amazing today, but he was steady. I'm going to give him a 6.5 also. Number 10 position, Lingard. Lingard tried to force the issue. He got on the ball. He tried to get in pockets of space. He tried to make things happen. I'm going to give him a 7. I'm going to give Lingard a 7. I think he tried to be positive. He tried to press. So yeah, I'm going to give him a 7. Front three. I'm going to start with Martial. He didn't have his best game in terms of end product, but again, he was trying, he was on the front foot, but it just wouldn't come off for him today. Not to say he had a horrendous game, but it didn't come off for him today. So I'm going to give Martial 6 today. The other side, Juan Mata, he got his assist today. I thought he was very good, picking up pockets of space, and Mata's refreshing when he's in that kind of mood. And I know we didn't get the performance that we wanted today, and we conceded a lot of chances today to Bournemouth, and De Gea was a busy man. But up the other end of the pitch, when Mata tried to play, he tried to make runs. Even when he wasn't getting the ball, he was still always on the move, and he got us that assist. So I'm going to give Mata a 7, because you know he was part of the most important moment of the game for us, which was that goal, which came from him. So he gets a 7 from me. On to Lukaku. That goal was really, really needed. He didn't celebrate, and I'm not sure whether that was a bit of frustration. A lot of people have been getting on his back recently. I think it was a bit of both. I think it was a little bit of relief that he'd actually got a goal. A few of the fans were getting onto him when he made a defensive header and actually cleared it out the box. You know, they were getting onto him with a few ironic cheers. So I think he was a little bit of frustration, but I'm going to give him a 7.5 today. But, you know, he got his goal, which was the winning goal. It was a really good header. There were moments in the game where he was wasteful. There were moments in the game where he lost possession of the ball, and you kind of get that sigh from the crowd. And And it is more directed at him because I think people just want to see it more consistently with him. You know, he's got good attributes. We know he's a goal scorer. He's a proven goal scorer in the Premiership. And we want to see him doing it week in, week out for Man United. But for today, yeah, I'm going to give him I can't remember what I said now. I think I said a 7. Yeah, I'll give him a 7. 7.5, I'll go. No, I said 7.5, then we'll go 7.5. Substitutes. So Herrera came on in, well, I thought it was quite a negative decision to bring Herrera on. He played okay, but I'll give him a 6, nothing too special. Ashley Young came on to relieve Luke Shaw, who was getting a bit tired. I'll give Ashley Young a 6. And I'm trying to think of the last player who came on. And Rashford came off the bench as well. He had a thunderous shot that on another day goes right into the top corner. I thought it was a goal from where I was sitting. I was at the other end of the ground. So we came on and looked quite lively actually. So I'm going to give him a 6.5. He came off the bench and tried to impact the game. So yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think. It hasn't been the best performance today, but we got the job done, and our rivals have dropped points around us. So it's helped us in the end. But a win's a win, you know. So yeah, drop your comments in the boxes below, guys. Take care. Thanks for watching.